place they work. This place they work. Huh? Is it working? Yes.
Welcome to the second game of the Final Four. The Final Four, where only giants remain. Port Harcourt, here comes the rivalry of the decade. Not 1 year, not 2 years. For 3 straight seasons, the Rivers Hoopers have stood between Gboko City Chiefs and Destiny. They blocked them in 2023, stopped them in 2024. They survived them in overtime right here in the Final 8 in 2025. This is not a matchup. This is a wound. And tonight, both teams working knowing exactly what is at stake. Hoopers, the dynasty, the Kingsmen, back-to-back champions, seeking a three-peat, powered by marksman Isaiah Williams, last year's MVP, Kevin Amayo, the anchor, Peter Olisemeka, and the clutch fire, Mustafa Oyebanje. We can see Okiki, who didn't play for Rivers Hoopers in the final 8, but is back for them in the final 4. Let's look at Gboko City Chiefs, the believers, the team that refused to die. The team with the fastest first quarter in Nigeria, a squad reborn through Victor Evans, Karim Joseph, Ebe Ofia, and Paul Dibar. One side fights to protect a throne, the Kingsmen, Rivers Hoopers. The other side fights to burn the throne to the ground and build a new one, Gboko City Chiefs. Welcome to the Final 4, where revenge meets royalty, where belief meets legacy, where Chiefs versus Hoopers become the battle it was always meant to be. Port Harcourt, this is war. And joining me is Habib Afodum, one of the coaches for Lagos Legends. Habib has been with me. Habib, you're welcome.
Thank you, Kato. It's nice to be here again.
Habib has been a bright mind for the game of basketball, and we are going to be running the analysis. We're going to be running the commentary, the game breakdown, and I know Habib will want to tell us some things about the Legend team. As you can see him smiling, Legend had a victory over Nigerian Customs. Jump on the way. Let's look at the 5 on the floor for Gboko City Chiefs. Chinedu, the captain. Oliver, Victor Evans, Karim Joseph, and Paul Dibar. On the floor for Rivers Hoopers, Okiki, Sani Samuel, Peter Olisemeka, the MVP, Kelvin Amayu, and Idoga Johnny Walker. Habib, take us through what you think is going to happen in the game so far.
Okay, it's for sure going to be a very interesting game, you know, with River Hoopers having the upper hand in the last 4 meetings. They are 4-0 against City Chiefs in their last meeting. But of course, I expect City Chiefs to fight back and also play for pride.
Paul shoots, but it's blocked by Idoga. The ball back into the hands of Gboko City Chiefs. This game is going to be an intense game. And the last time the two teams met, the game went into overtime with Mustafa Oyebanji hitting a buzzer-beating 3. Victor Evans. Inbounds to Karim Joseph. Karim being guarded by Okiki. Good defense by Okiki. But Chiefs will retain possession. Chinedu gets the ball to Karim, and Karim will score the first point of the game. Amayo gets the ball to Sani. Sani being guarded by Chinedu. Quick swing to Amayo. Amayo will shoot. Amayo connects on a 3, and you can hear the crowd. Kelvin Amayo, who had a quiet final 8, but was in the gym immediately the final 8 ended as Paul goes up, draws the foul. The MVP, Kelvin Amayo, had a quiet 8. Immediately final 8 ended, Kelvin Amayo was in this gym putting in work, and as you can see him connect on the first 3 for Rivers Hoopers. Habib, tell us what we're going to expect from a player like Kelvin Amayo, who won the MVP last year, had a quiet final 8, but you can see him connect on the 3 to start the game for Rivers Hoopers.
Kelvin Amayo is going to come out very aggressive. He knows that the team is going to be relying so much on him to carry them across the line. You can see from the first 3, you know, he's going to come out very aggressive, knowing fully what's at stake. He's also going to try to, you know, carry the team along to see how they can play as a team, because individually, if you see the kind of defense Gboko City Chiefs are putting at him, Gboko City Chiefs knows that Rivers Supers are very good when they go into their plays. You know, their plays with the big man screening at the top and all that. So what they want to do is to double team all possessions and see how they can play more aggressively than what they used to play before.
Back to the game. Karim shoots, but miss. Karim will get the rebound. Karim gets to the middle. Goes up, missing. Rebound. Idoga pushing the ball down to Okiki. Turnover, Rivers Supers, and you can see Coach Ogo telling his team to calm down, slow the game down a bit. Don't get carried away by the crowd in this gym. Play to your pace. Coach Ogo, who was named best coach in Africa last year at the Basketball African League, before they lost to Lagos Legends in the Final 8, Rivers Supers were undefeated for almost 2 seasons. Chinedu gets the ball, being guarded by Peter Olisameka. Chinedu gets to the middle, goes up, missing. Chinedu gets the ball, goes back up, and Chinedu will score. Chiefs with a 3-point lead with under 8 minutes to play. The leading scorer for Rivers Supers in the Final 8 was Isaiah Williams, who averaged 14.1 points, 2.3 assists. Isaiah Williams shot 61% on the 3-point line. Made a total of 24 threes in the Final 8. As Idoga will connect on the layup to cut the lead to 1 with under 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter. The 6th man of the Final 8 was Victor Sonde Tilo. Tilo averaged 9.6 points per game, 3.8 rebound, 1.6 steal per game, as Paul Dubai will connect. The MVP, Kevin Amayo, had a quiet Final 8. He averaged 8.3 points per game, 3.7 and Mustafa Oyebanji averaged 9.9 points per game. As Victor Evans drives, missing, Idoga with the rebound. Quick push to Amayo. Amayo pushing through the middle. Gets the ball to Sani in the middle. Sani goes up. Connects on the 2. It's going to be a loud Final 4 anytime you see the host team, the back-to-back champions, Rivers Supers, playing. A good start so far in the game, as Victor Evans will miss the 3, but a good rebound by Paul. Paul goes up, met Amayo, missing. Amayo with the rebound, pushing down. Amayo almost lost the ball. Idoga. Habib, walk us through what you think City Chiefs needs to do in this game to get a victory.
City Chiefs are obviously missing Hassan French. They're going to feel his impact. You can see there's no big man spreading the floor. But good thing is that Paul is leading the charge. You know, with so much energy, he has gotten about 3 offensive rebounds. And if they build on that, they're going to have their way. They're going to have their way in this game. So they've started very well. What they've done is that they did not let Real Hoopers settle into their place. The 1-4, the zoom action, and what have you. What they want to do is to force the ball off Okiki most of the time, and let them just make some kind of scramble play at every point in time. But you can see Idoga has been picking up the pieces for them. He has been picking up the slack to make sure that they stay in touch with the score. The score is now 7-8 with Rivers Hoopers trailing. You know, so City Chiefs have a lot of energy on there, but with the history of City Chiefs that we know, I expect them, if they can't sustain this energy all through the 4 quarters, trust me, Real Hoopers are going to find it very difficult to just walk by in this game.
Yeah. Gboko City Chiefs have been the best first quarter team in the Final 8. So it's not a surprising factor if they have a 1-point lead so far. But the thing about Gboko City Chiefs was they will create leads, but they know how to lose leads. So what do you think City Chiefs need to do if they go up in this game by 10? What do you think they need to do to maintain a lead if they go up in this game?
You know, on the bench of Gboko City Chiefs, you know, there are lots of very experienced technical crew on their bench. You don't understand. Whatever happened in final eight, trust me, you cannot think that that team is going to be the same thing. Look at the scare that happened between Customs and Lagos Legends. So I expect Gboko City Chiefs to have taken care of all these lapses, and you cannot owe them by those mistakes again in final eight. This is a new phase. This is final four. This is where champions come to prove themselves. It's now we assume zero knowledge that anybody knows anybody in the past before. Whatever you see on the floor is who they are right now. They are playing with so much energy, and I expect them to do that for the whole of fourth quarters.
Paul on the line for Gboko City Chiefs.
So Paul scores the first and misses the second. That's a violation on Chinedu for in too soon. Now Paul is going to take a shot with Koyin Sola coming in for Paul. That's another very prolific scorer. He can shoot the twos, he can shoot the threes, he can displace his man, he can play the one-on-one ball. I expect him to also be high on energy in terms of defense on the defensive end of the floor. Gboko City Chiefs has a lot of decent guys that can play basketball. If you talk of Karim Joseph, that's a team player. He's always willing to pass to his teammates. Oh, Sammy will hit this jumper from the corner. Now it's a tie game at 9-9. Koyin Sola has the ball on the wing. He's calling for the ball screen. Now he's going to check in. Sends the ball to the side for a shooter. That's a miss from Gboko City Chiefs. Now they're going to set up on the defensive end again, with Idoga charging at his defense before he settles. That's the tap. The ball stays with Royal Hoopers.
It's been an energy game so far. You can see the scoreline. Rivers Hoopers 9, Gboko City Chiefs 9 with under 5 minutes to play. Victor Evans, who was the leading scorer for Gboko City Chiefs in the final 8, averaged 11.0 points per game, 4.4 rebound per game, 2.7 assists per game, and he shot 43.3% on the line. As you can see on the floor for Rivers Hoopers, Isaiah Williams, who led the final 8 in threes, made 3-point average, 3-point percentage as Busi with made a 3. Koyin Sola with a rebound, pushing the ball down for Chiefs. Koyin Sola to Oliver. On the floor for Gboko City Chiefs is Ryan as Victor Evans connects on the 2. Chiefs with a 2-point lead with under 5 minutes to play.
Kato, if you notice, one thing that stands out, one similarity between the two teams now is that both teams are trusting their bench. The two teams started with some of their bench players, you know, because they know it's going to be a lot of game. It's going to be a game that requires a lot of energy. So they try to save some of their key players coming in at a later time in the first quarter. You know, they had some of their bench players playing the whole of 7 minutes in the first quarter. So both teams are kind of playing chess right now. You know, they don't really want to lose guard, like they would say on the street. They don't want to lose guard to not be caught unawares. So now you can see most of the starters are now back on the floor. You know, with Olisemeka playing most of the minutes at the moment. Peter Olisemeka currently on the line. He averages 9.4 on points per game in the last final 8. He averages 9.4 in rebounds, and he also has about 1.9 assists. He averages 1.9 in steals and 0.3 in blocks in the last final 8. He's been very instrumental for Royal Hoopers. That's why you can see that he has played most minutes alongside with Edoga in the first quarter.
Edoga goes up missing. Oliver with the rebound. Oyebuchi with a foul on Oliver. Under 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. The scoreline: Gboko City Chiefs 11, Rivers Hoopers 10.
Kato, I also noticed that the referees are allowing too many contacts, but I just hope it's both ways. If it's both ways, it's fine, but they're allowing too many contacts, so I expect the players to also come out hard and play. Number 24 for Gboko City Chiefs, lost the ball under the rim. You have to hold the ball hard when you pick a rebound because the referees are going to allow so many contacts. So you can see Gboko Chiefs trying to run a quick spin pick and roll right there, you know, with ball ending up for Prosper for a putback under the rim. So the real Hoopers have to look out for that too.
Yeah, Prosper, who is coming in for Hassan French. Gboko City Chiefs missing Hassan French in the Final Four. Prosper, who couldn't play in the Final 8 because of a wrist injury, is on the floor right now for Gboko City Chiefs. Prosper Vincent, a very good aggressive player in the paint, goes up, draws the foul. Referee will call foul on the ground. Prosper is going to be a very good addition for Gboko City Chiefs. He's an aggressive rebounder. You know, he plays so aggressive in the paint. Peter Olisemeka is going to have a lot of matchup. Buchi is going to have a lot of matchup with Prosper. And you can also see Dara Mara on the floor for Rivers Hoopers. Dara Mara didn't play for Rivers Hoopers in the Final 8, but is now with the team in the Final 4.
With due respect to the Hoopers, I mean, they're a bit shaky right now, I must tell you. And that's because of the good job that City Chiefs have been on the defensive end of the floor. They've not allowed them to go into any of their plays. They try to kind of play scramble defense on Rivers Hoopers. And on the other end, Gboko City Chiefs are keeping their calm. They're very cool. They're very cool and calculated on the offensive end. They're sharing the ball very well. They're passing very well. And you can see that right now, the momentum was on the side of these Gboko City Chiefs.
Good drive by Daramola to cut the lead to 1, and you can feel the energy from the crowd. Daramola, an aggressive player for Rivers Hoopers, loves to drive the ball to the paint. Oliver gets the ball in the paint, being guarded by Olisemeka. Oliver goes up missing. Buchi with the rebound to Olisemeka. Good defense by Rivers Hoopers. Isaiah, a foul has been called. An offensive foul has been called on Daramola. Daramola fouled Ryan Salis as Isaiah Williams was pushing the ball down for Rivers. Left on the clock here in the first quarter. The scoreline is Rivers Hoopers 12, Gboko City Chiefs 13. As Cosby will step on the floor for Oliver. Cosby was a very good player for City Chiefs during the regular season, but couldn't see a lot of minutes during the Final 8. But right now with players like Hassan French out, Habib Hassan out, Cosby is back into the rotation. With under 2 minutes to play, Isaiah gets the ball to Olisemeka. Olisemeka drives, draws the foul. Peter Olisemeka will head to the free throw line with a chance to tie the game or give Rivers Hoopers a lead.
Olisemeka is still the only guy from the starting 5 that's still on the floor up to now, and from the way things are going, he's going to play the whole of first quarter. And why Coach Ogo is doing that is because he knows that there's not a lot of bigs that can actually outplay Olisemeka on the City Chiefs end, and that's because someone like Hassan French is missing. So they expect that Olisemeka get more aggressive, goes to the line more, pick all the rebound, and help Royal Hoopers to take advantage of the size, of the small size that City Chiefs have put on the floor right now. Also, I see a couple of good shooters on the side of the Rivers Hoopers in the person of Oyebanji and Isaiah, but they have not gone into any of their plays that frees up the shooter for them to shoot the ball. Also, you can also credit that to the kind of defense that City Chiefs are playing. Good job on both ends. Like I said, they are both playing chess right now, and it's very good. It's an intelligent outing for the coaches right now. I appreciate what I'm seeing from both coaches.
Okay, so let's leave the game a little bit, as mostly misses a 3. Let's leave the game a little bit and talk about your team, Lagos Legends. You know, with the both teams playing on the floor, your team, Lagos Legends, who will you prefer to lose this game, as your team has a victory so far in the Final 4?
Who would I prefer to win this game?
To lose the game.
To lose the game? Nah. No one, Kato. No one. I wish this game can even end in draw, like a football match. You know, I mean, there's no easy team out here, Kato. There's no easy team out here, Kato.
Yeah, it's the final four, the best 4 teams in the country. Everybody will play everybody with a chance to be crowned league champions and a chance to represent Nigeria at the Basketball League Africa. Is it going to be Lagos Legends, Gboko City Chiefs, Rivers Hoopers, or the Nigerian Custom? Back to the game. Koinsola on the line for Gboko City Chiefs with 1 minute left on the clock. Rivers Hoopers with a 2-point lead. Koinsola with a free throw, cutting the lead to 1. Habib, we saw how your team played. We saw how the team that refused to stay down, Custom pushed your team to the limit, but a good response in the fourth quarter. Can you tell us, what gave your team the spark, heading into that fourth quarter?
Defense, Kato, defense. I mean, we had to regroup to see how that's a foul on the 3-point shot. You don't play defense like that. You don't try to block somebody shooting from the 3-point line. You can just try to change the shot. Like I was saying, Kato, it's defense. It was basically defense. I mean, we had to let the guys know that, you know what, if you don't play defense, these guys are going to come at you, and you can't be trading basket. This is Final Four. Anything can happen down the stretch. You can't be trading basket. You need to get stops, and you try to score as many as you can. That's what we did in the third quarter and the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Patrick Abba was fantastic for your team. In the fourth quarter, he connected for 2 3-pointers and a dunk over Ogenetega. Tell us about Patrick Abba and his impact in the fourth quarter.
If you notice, Coach Michael actually yelled at practice because he wasn't doing some basic things that was expected of him. He's young, he's energetic, he can run the floor, he can push the floor, he can spread the floor, He forgot himself a little bit, but of course we have to bring him back on track, and that was the numbers you were seeing right there. He finished with 19 points, and he played the second most points behind Chinka Garba.
Back to the game, 51 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter. Rivers Hoopers with a 3-point lead. The scoreline, Rivers Hoopers 17, Gboko City Chiefs 13. Victor Evans. Victor gets the ball to Prosper in the middle. Prosper goes up missing. The ball into the hands of Isaiah. Isaiah to Mustafa Oyebuchi. Mustafa try to find Malik. And now Koinsola gets to the middle to Obina. And Obina will connect on the 2-point jumper. And the lead is scored to 1. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Isaiah, look at the clock. 7 seconds. Isaiah goes up, missing. 2.9 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter. Koinsola gets the ball. Koinsola gets the ball to Prosper. Prosper dunks. No. The clock ran out before Prosper was trying to finish, even though Prosper couldn't finish. And that will do it for the first quarter. The scoreline, Rivers Hoopers 17, Gboko City Chiefs 16. With me here is Habib. Habib is one of the coaches for Lagos Legends. Lagos Legends had their first victory in the Final Four over Nigerian Customs. Habib, walk me through the first quarter of this game so far with the scoreline, Rivers Hoopers 17, Gboko City Chiefs 16.
Okay, so Gboko City Chiefs came out very energetic, They were very hard on the Royal Hoopers on the defensive end of the floor. So what they're doing is they blitz the screen most of the time, forcing the point guard to make a long pass across the court, so that the passes doesn't go the way as is planned by Rivers Hoopers. Rivers Hoopers on the other end have been struggling to get into their plays. They've been struggling to get into their plays. Of course, they've had some kind of brilliant movements from the likes of Amayo and even Daramola, whom down the stretch we expect them to stay in the game for Rivers Hoopers to have a chance at winning this game. Also, what Gboko City Chiefs has also done is that they've shared the ball more. They've also trusted their bench so far by giving some kind of defensive assignment to their bench players, which is what we expected them to have done in the final 8. You know, there are lots of talent on their bench. There are lots of talent on their bench that they can use in different ways. Towards the end of the first quarter, we saw Koinsola playing the defense, playing the point guard position, also spreading the floor. Just that what they're trying to do with that is that in case they have a one-on-one, he's very good at playing a one-on-one, kicking, driving in, collapsing the defense and kicking out for the shot, and that's why you've seen Obi take a couple of shots and also Prosper. But Prosper, the big men have been finding it very difficult to finish on the ball. So this is what I expect them to work on coming back in second quarter.
Okay, we're back into the game, second quarter action. Hoopers with a 1-point lead heading into the second quarter. Let's look at the players on the floor for Gboko City Chiefs. Obina, Ryan Salis, Prosper, Koinsola, and Victor Evans. That's the 5 on the floor for Gboko City Chiefs. Let's look at the 5 on the floor for Rivers Hoopers. Malik Miller, Oyebuchi, Vincent, Isaiah Williams, Daramola, and Mustafa Oyebanji. That's the 5 on the floor as Daramola pushes to the middle, goes up, and Daramola will finish for Rivers Hoopers. And the lead is up to 3. Another aggressive player, Daramola, off a rebound. He loves to push the ball down. Koinsola drives, draws the foul. Koinsola will head to the free throw line. We didn't see this style of basketball from Rivers Hoopers when they played in the final 8, Habib. Now we're seeing Daramola pick a rebound, push the ball down. You know, Rivers Hoopers were more of Isaiah connecting from 3. Tell us the importance of a player like Daramola on the team with his style of play.
Daramola will put pressure on the bigs of Gboko City Chiefs for 40 minutes. He has that ability to get in the paint whenever he wants, however he wants. However, he's now left for Gboko City Chiefs to do a very good job in stopping him. On the open court, Daramola is very good. He's going to go drive at the big man and make plays also. So Daramola is very instrumental for Gboko City Chiefs for a very aggressive game like this, for a high energy game like this. Daramola is going to come to the party every other time. But what is lacking is that he's going to decline a lot of 3-pointer shots because he wants to drive every other time. So Gboko City Chiefs needs to realize that he's going to try to drive into the paint every time.
Ryan shoots, missing. The ball back into the hands of Ryan Sally. Ryan drives. Ryan almost lost the ball trying to find Prosper, but a football violation will be called. Last touch, Rivers Hoopers. City Chiefs will keep possession. Daramola will sit as Idoga Johnny Walker gets on the floor for Rivers Hoopers. Victor Evans will look to inbound, gets the ball to Prosper. Prosper gets the ball to Ryan. Ryan drives to Obina. Obina shoots, missing. Paul gets the rebound. Back to Ryan. Ryan goes up, his blocked, but the referee will call foul. Ryan will head to the free throw line.
Okay, so that's a foul on Ryan after he almost grabbed the offensive rebound for Gboko City Chiefs. As you can see, everybody's going for the rebounds on Gboko City Chiefs. These guys are very aggressive. They are playing very aggressive, which is a very good sign. It's a very good sign for a team like this, you know, that has come from a lot of disappointing moments coming into the Final Four. So I like the energy, I like the approach. I like how they are approaching this game, and we can see it's a game that will go down the wire. You never can tell what the outcome of this game, you know, but it's going to be a very interesting game. Ryan Silas scores the first. And misses the second. Malik grabs the rebound. The score stays at 19-17. Gboko City Chiefs trailing. that's a foul on Paul. You can't guard him like that. You have to give him some space. He's not going to shoot three all the time, so it's okay if you give him a space and let him have a space to operate while you stay in front.
Let's look at the stats for the game so far.
Let me cut you short here, Kato. Abel is just stepping on the floor for the first time. Aren't you surprised?
I'm very surprised seeing Abel Ofia, who is a terrific shooter for Gboko City Chiefs, on the floor for the first time in the second quarter. Let's look at the stats for this game so far. Paul Diba has 5 points for Gboko City Chiefs. Obina has 4 points for Gboko City Chiefs. Let's look at Rivers Hoopers. Malik Miller has 5 points for Rivers Hoopers. Sani Samuel has 4 points for Rivers Hoopers. And Kelvin Amayo 3 points. So far, those are the leading scorers in the game as Malik steps to the free throw line for Rivers Hoopers. The scoreline with under 9 minutes to play is Rivers Hoopers 21, Gboko City Chiefs 17. Malik missing on the second free throw. Last touch, Hoopers, Chiefs ball. The leading scorer for Gboko City Chiefs in the final 8 was Victor Evans, who averaged 11.0 points. Habib, walk me through what you think Victor Evans needs to do to get his team a victory in this game so far.
Victor Evans needs to be very aggressive. He needs to be more aggressive for the Gboko City Chiefs to win this game. He needs to shoot more. He needs to also call for a high pick and roll so that he can come up the pick and roll, get a mismatch with the big man. If the big man comes out fully, he can drive to the basket while the other winger spread the floor. If the big man sits in the paint, he's expected to shoot the ball. So he has to be aggressive, shooting the ball, driving into the paint for Gboko City Chiefs to have a chance.
So Habib, you're telling me, Victor Evans' style of play, he knows how to create his own shot, and he likes being a facilitator. So do you need Victor Evans to be more of a scorer in this game, or you need Victor Evans to be more of a facilitator in this game?
Well, you can't effectively facilitate if they're playing Abel or very close defense, and the other shooter that they know they can score. They play them a very tight defense. Face-off defense. So he needs to be aggressive to open up the scoring channel so that he attracts attention to himself. That way he's going to free Abel in the corner. He's going to free Coinsola in the corner. Paul is going to get those short jumpers around. But if you keep looking for a guy that is already guarded, there's no way they can go through this.
Chinedu on the floor for for Gboko City Chiefs. Kareem Joseph. Chinedu commits a turnover. And a good pass by Isaiah to Malik, who will dunk the ball. And now you can hear the crowd. Good play by Isaiah Williams to Malik Miller, who dunked the ball down, giving Rivers Hoopers an 8-point lead. And Coach Alex, we want to talk things out. Timeout, Gboko City Chiefs. Habib, you can see Hoopers with an 8-point lead, turning defense to offense with Isaiah with a good bounce pass to Malik Miller. If Hoopers continue to play this way, what are we going to expect from this game?
So what Gboko City Chiefs must expect is that what they must know, is that what Gboko City Chiefs needs to know is that Hoopers are trying to win this game through their bigs. They have their bigs on the floor to pick all those rebounds, to pound their side, because they know Chiefs do not have the kind of size they have. So what Chiefs needs to understand is that they need to go to their play every time they come on the floor. Outwork the bigs, make them work. So that way, the bigs are going to have kind of take a rest, they won't have to stay on the floor for a very long time. They'll take a rest. So at that point in time, they're going to be balanced at most part of the game. But every time you have the ball and you want to force your way in, these guys are bigger than you. That's the kind of turnover we saw from Chinedu right now. Put the ball in the hands of your most dangerous guy, the Evans, the Abel. Everybody's going to react. When Abel has the ball, 5 guys are reacting. That way, it's going to open up scoring option for other guys.
Oliver on the floor for Gboko City Chiefs. Chinedu gets the ball to Oliver. Paul wants the ball. Paul has the ball. Paul gets the ball to Karim. Karim gets to the middle. Kicks to Ebe. Ebe dancing. Turns. Ebe shoots. Missing. The ball went over the board. Hooper's ball. Good defense by Rivers Hoopers. And right now, Tilo on the floor for Rivers Hoopers gets the ball to Idoga. Idoga lost the ball trying to find Amayo. And Karim pushing the ball down. Karim gets to the middle, goes up, missing. Chinedu with the rebound, no, can't connect. Oliver. And now Tilo has the ball for Rivers Hoopers. Idoga to Amayo. Amayo drives, met Paul, missing. Paul, good defense by Paul. Paul pushing the ball down for Chiefs. Paul gets to the middle. Paul almost lost the ball, but the ball ended into the hands of Ebe. Good defense by Tilo. And now Isaiah. Oh, good play by Isaiah, but Amayo couldn't get hold of the ball. Isaiah making plays for Rivers Hoopers. And you can feel the energy from the crowd. Isaiah Williams. Isaiah is the fans' favorite for Rivers Hoopers this season. Habib. You can see the difference from Rivers Hoopers converting defense to offense as Isaiah Williams and Amayo almost made a show, but that resulted to a turnover. It's the Final Four, brought to you by One Sport TV. A big shout out to our broadcast sponsor, Down Foundation. The scoreline, Rivers Hoopers 25, Gboko City Chiefs 19. With under 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Idoga drives. Can't finish. Olisameka with the rebound to Amayo. Amayo shoots. Missing. Karim with the rebound. Karim pushing the ball down. Karim being guarded by Tilo. Gets the ball to Paul. Paul gets the ball to the middle. Paul goes up. Paul will finish. And now, Coach Ogo will call timeout as Paul calls the lead to 4.
Kato, City Chiefs needs to shoot the ball more. They need to shoot the ball more. What Abel doesn't understand is that he needs to stop declining shots and trying to drive into the paint. That is what Real Hoopers want him to do all night, to decline shot and drive into the paint. And because Real Hoopers have the size, you're going to meet walls in the paint right there. That's why you see City Chiefs, they'll be struggling right now. They need to shoot a couple of balls. The City Chiefs need to throw in rebounders on the floor. Let these guys shoot the ball. They have a chance at getting offensive rebound and reversing and starting all over again. But you can't play 40 minutes of basketball trying to drive into the paint every time. So the Real Hoopers is encouraging their players to shoot the ball because Elisemeka has gotten close to about 5 to 6 offensive rebounds right now. He has gotten close to 5 to 6 offensive rebounds right now. So that's what they're trying to do. When they shoot the ball, they have a chance at getting the rebounds. The same thing City Chiefs needs to do. They have shooters on the floor. They have Abel. They have Timothy. They have Timothy. Karim too also needs to shoot the ball. Paul is doing a very good job driving at the basket, putting the blitz under a lot of pressure. But the guys also have to shoot the ball. Chinedu, Oliver, they have to pick rebounds. They have to pick rebounds. When when a defender close down on Abel, what Abel needs to do is not to put the ball on the floor. Call for a pick and roll, come out of the screen, get a mismatch, and shoot the ball if you can.
On the floor for Rivers Hoopers, Victor Sunday, Tilo gets to the middle, almost lost the ball. The ball into the hands of Amayu. Olisemeka drives, draws the foul. Peter Olisemeka will head to the free throw line. Under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. It's been a tough game so far. Two powerhouses battling right here in the Final Four. And One Sport TV bringing you all the live action. Peter Olisemeka, who almost averaged a double-double in the final 8 with 9.9 points per game and 9.4 rebounds per game, is on the free throw line for Rivers Hoopers. And we can all agree that right now, Rivers Hoopers have size advantage over Gboko City Chiefs with the likes of Peter Olisemeka, Sani Samuel, and Buchi Vincent, who is looking to get into the game. Karim, drive, last touch Hoopers. Karim was looking for a foul. Last touch Hoopers. Out of bounds, City Chiefs.
That's a very good substitution for City Chiefs. Bringing out Oliver and putting in Prosper. Prosper will bring in the energy. He's going to get rebounds for them too.
Whoa, Karim connects on the 3. Karim Joseph cutting the lead to 1 with under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Amayu. Karim giving Gboko City Chiefs the spark they need, cutting the lead to 1. Habib, tell me about Karim Joseph and the impact he brings to the Gboko City Chiefs.
Karim Joseph is one of the guys that has brought sanity to the guideline in City Chiefs. He's very selfless. He wants to pass. He wants to play with his teammates at every point in time. I thought they were going to call it traveling there. Chinedu does a good job, putting pressure on the big guy and getting the steal for a layup, for an easy layup. That's a very good one. It's very interesting watching Gboko City Chiefs play like this. I'm very, very impressed with their defensive energy. I'm very impressed with everything they're doing on defense. You can see a team that is playing to instruction. You can see a team that is playing to instruction, and the coaching crew, they are trusting their bench right now. We have a game that requires so much energy on defense and all that, and you can see a Timothy Quayle coming onto the floor. That means everybody's locked in to play defense, and they are doing it very well.
The last time the two teams met last year in the semifinals, right here on this floor, Timothy Quayle, the one they call Capone, connected for 6 3-pointers, but that wasn't enough as he fouled out. And now, Timothy Quayle, Capone on the floor for Gboko City Chiefs. Rebound Chinedu. Tie game here in the Final Four. A fierce battle between Rivers Hoopers and Gboko City Chiefs. Habib, let me walk you through the battle between Gboko City Chiefs and Rivers Hoopers. In 2023, the both teams met here in the Final Four, and Rivers Hoopers defeated Gboko City Chiefs. They met again last season in the semifinals, and Rivers Hoopers.
That's what I'm talking about. Timothy just shot a ball coming off the double drive on the side, and now they have a chance at recovering the ball again, because it could have been an offensive rebound. This is what I'm saying. When you don't shoot this ball, you put pressure on your team. You have to shoot this ball, and that's a very intelligent move that the coach has made. You see that
again? Paul connects on the corner for a 3. Habib, I will agree with you. Gboko City Chiefs need to shoot to get into this game. And now, with a corner 3 from Paul Dibal, City Chiefs are all by 2. Isaiah to Tilo. Tilo drives, goes up, missing, but draws the foul. Tilo will head to the free throw line with a chance to tie the game. Habib, I think the coach of Gboko City Chiefs had you, and now you can see the confidence that Paul took the corner three. That meant his coach gave him all the confidence he needed to shoot that ball. We know Paul to be a driver, and now Paul coming out, turning the corner and shooting the three with a lot of confidence. That's impressive.
Kato, how do you know an intelligent player? An intelligent player is the one that is very good at driving the ball. But when he sees a defense that wants to stop him from driving the ball, yes, he counters that by shooting the ball if he has to shoot. So a complete player must know how to do a bit of everything. If you don't get the drive, you have to shoot the ball. And number one rule in basketball, you must know how to shoot this ball. You won't get that drive right there because they have size disadvantage right now. So he has to shoot some of the balls.
One-point game with under 3 minutes to play. Rivers Hoopers 29. Kareem Joseph goes up missing. Rebound Prosper. Back to Paul. Paul sidestep. Paul goes up missing. Isaiah Williams with the rebound. It's been fouled by Timothy. And you can see the two players dragging right there as the ref rush to separate the two shooters, Timothy Kwao and Isaiah Williams. And Gboko City Chiefs are over the limit. So Isaiah will head to the free throw line. Intense game, intense battle. Rivers Hoopers, Gboko City Chiefs. It's the Final Four brought to you by One Sport TV. One Sport TV, bringing the action closer to you. The top 4 teams in the nation will battle here in Port Harcourt. One will be crowned league champions, and the league champions will go on to represent Nigeria at the Basketball African League. Is it going to be the back-to-back champions, Rivers Hoopers, who are seeking for a three-peat under coach Ogo Daudu? Is it going to be Gboko City Chiefs under coach Alex Ujo? Or will it be Michael Ikima's Lagos legend or Muhammad Abba, the man they call Coach Jagu's Nigerian custom? As Isaiah connects on the free throw line to give Rivers Hoopers a 2-point lead with under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Okiki on the floor for Isaiah Williams. Kareem being guarded by Mustafa Oyebanji. Kareem gets to the middle, kicks to Capone. Capone goes up missing. Prosper of the rebound. The ref will say last touch. The ref will say last touch, Coopers, so Chiefs ball, but the fans will disagree on that call. Victor Evans will look to inbound. Victor Evans trying to find Prosper. Intense game, intense battle. Two powerhouse battling here in the Final Four, and One Sport TV bringing you all the live action. Both teams refusing to go down. Gboko City Chiefs battling. Rivers Hoopers. Victor Evans almost lost the ball to Victor Sunday Tilo, the sixth man of the Final 8. Tilo was averaging 1.9 steals per game in the Final 8. Tilo knows how to pick the pocket. Victor Evans to Karim Joseph. Karim almost lost the ball trying to find Timothy. You can see the pressure. You can see the defense of the Rivers Hoopers. Jumping through passing lanes, clamping the ball. Six seconds left on the shot clock. As Victor Evans will look to inbound. Turnover by Victor Evans trying to find Chinedu. Okiki push the ball to Sani Samuel. Sani Samuel back to Tilo. Tilo gets to the middle, goes up, connects on the floating shot, and the lead is up to 5. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Victor Evans to Timothy. Timothy goes up missing. Okiki with the rebound. Okiki pushing the ball down, gets the ball to Ibanji. Tilo gets to the middle, stops. Turnover trying to find Peter Semeka in the middle. And now Timothy gets the ball to Karim Joseph. Karim gets to the middle. Karim goes up, draws the foul. And Karim Joseph will head to the free throw line. 51 seconds left on the clock here in the first half. The scoreline, Rivers Hoopers 33, Gboko City Chiefs 28. It's the Final Four brought to you by One Sport TV. One Sport TV bringing the Final Four closer to you. 4 teams battling. Only one will be crowned champion. And the ref will say out of bounds. I thought Karim was fouled. Victor Evans gets to the middle to Karim, and Karim will connect on the 2. And the lead has been cut to 3. 38 seconds left here in the second quarter. Okiki on the ball, being guarded by Ebe. These 2 players were teammates last season. Tilo shoots from the corner, missing. Chinedu with the rebound. Gets the ball to Victor Evans. Victor Evans pushing the ball to Prosper, but Prosper couldn't get hold of the ball. "18 seconds left on the clock here in the first half. The scoreline, Rivers was 33. Gboko City Chiefs 30.
It's unfortunate that Prosper has to be on the floor for this long. I think he's a bit injured. He's not fully 100%. I mean, if they had Hassan French, he would have made up for that spot. But Prosper is doing a very good job. Just that it's a bit shaky right now because of his injury. It's 2 seconds down the road. You need to get the buzzer right there. Shoot the ball. You have to be cautious of the time, Kato. You have to be cautious of the time if you're on the floor.
And that will do it for the first half of this game. Rivers Hoopers 33, Gboko City Chiefs 30 as we head to halftime. Victor Evans gets to the middle to Karim, and Karim will connect. Tilo gets to the middle, goes up, connects on it.
That the coach has made. You see that
And
again?
Paul connects on the corner for a 3. Habib, I will agree with you. Chinedu gets the ball to Karim, and Karim will score. Sane being guarded by Chinedu. Quick swing to Amayo. Amayo will shoot. Amayo connect. Chinedu. Chinedu gets the ball to Karim, and Karim will score. Sani being guarded by Chinedu. Quick swing to Amayo. Amayo will shoot. Amayo connect. Missing. Chinedu gets the ball, goes back up, and Chinedu will score. Made a total of 24 threes in the final 8. 0.6 points per game, 3.8 rebound, 1.6 steal per game. Tilo gets to the middle, goes up, connects on it. Victor Evans gets to the middle to Karim, and Karim will connect. We are back inside the arena in Port Harcourt. Hoopers 33, Gboko City Chiefs 30. But nothing is decided so far. This is a rivalry built on pain, pride, and playoff memories. 2023 semifinals, 2024 semifinals, the overtime classic in the final 8. And now, they are again locked in. Another 3-point game here in the final 4. Gboko City Chiefs looking not to back down. We'll be seeking to fight their way into this one. On the floor for Gboko City Chiefs, Victor Evans, Oliver, Karim Joseph, Paul Dibar, and the captain, Chinedu Shimbao. Let's look at the 5 on the floor for Rivers Hoopers. Last season's MVP, Kelvin Amayo, Okiki, Peter Olisemeka, Sani Samuel, and Idoga Johnny Walker. Idoga gets to the middle, goes up, missing. Olisemeka with the rebound, kicks to the corner to Amayo. Amayo sets, Amayo shoots, missing. Idoga get the ball, Idoga goes to the middle. Amayo pump fake, Amayo goes up, missing. Paul with the rebound. Victor Evans. Chinedu, quick swing to Paul. Paul turns, shoots, connects on the 2. The last time these two teams met in the final 8, Paul Dibar had 15 points. Paul Dibar looks to be aggressive. Okiki. Okiki gets to the middle, goes up, missing, gets his rebound, goes back up, missing. Oliver with the rebound. Chinedu bringing down the ball. Gets the ball to Karim Joseph. Karim almost lost the ball, but ball into the hands of Oliver. And now Evans will shoot. Evans connects on the 3. And Chiefs go up by 2 with 8 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Victor Evans giving Chiefs a 2-point lead. And immediately, Coach Ogo turns to his bench and calls on the marksman, Isaiah Williams. Isaiah looking to get into the game. And Isaiah steps on the floor as Okiki will sit. The marksman, Isaiah Williams, is back on the floor for Rivers Hoopers. Peter Olisemeka on the ball, gets the ball to Amayu. Amayu turns the corner, drive, kicks to Isaiah. Deflection by Karim Joseph. But Hoopers will keep possession. On the floor, Ryan Sally steps in as Karim Joseph will sit for Gboko City Chiefs. Idoga being guarded by Evans. Idoga goes in, is blocked by Victor Evans. And now, shot clock violation. Good defense by Victor Evans to force a shot clock violation. And now, Gboko City Chiefs gaining momentum. Victor Evans wants the ball. He has the ball. Victor shoots. Missing. Salis with the rebound. Back to Victor. Victor. Paul. Paul drives. Paul goes up. No. Paul is denied by Peter Olisemeka. And Paul stays on the floor on the other end. Amayo. Lob to Sani Samuel, who will dunk it down to tie the game. What a lob by the former MVP, Kelvin Amayo, to Sani Samuel to tie the game with 7 minutes left on the clock. And you can see Paul Diba on the floor for Gboko City Chiefs. Paul, on a hard drive, met Peter Olisemeka, stays on the floor, and Paul looks to be in pains. Paul has been aggressive so far for Gboko City Chiefs. And now Paul is back. But Paul walking towards the bench. As Koinsola will step in for Paul Diba. Ryan drives, goes up and is blocked by Sani Samuel. Saved. Oliver goes up, missing. Chinedu hustle for the rebound, but no. Last touch, Chinedu. Hooper's ball. Ryan putting pressure on Isaiah, full court. Tie game with under 7 minutes to play. Isaiah drives. Isaiah missing, but it's hit by Peter Olisemeka. And now the lead is up to 2 with under 7 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Cohen bringing the ball down, directing traffic. Gets the ball to Ryan. Ryan turns the corner, drive, draws the foul, and Ryan will score. And oh no, Isaiah limping. Isaiah limping in pains. Coach Ogo asking him if he's okay. Coach Ogo was about calling for his sub, but you could hear Isaiah screaming, "No, I'm good to go." As Ryan will tie the game. And now Ryan on the free throw line with a chance. Ryan Salis completes the three-point play and is looking for Isaiah Williams. Amayo bringing the ball down for Rivers Hoopers. Amayo being guarded by Victor Evans. Quick swing to Idoga. Idoga gets to the middle. It's blocked by Koinsola. Koinsola pushing the ball. Gets the ball to Ryan. And Ryan is blocked by Sani Samuel. On the other end, Amayo shoots. Missing. Sani Samuel of the rebound to Isaiah. Isaiah gets to the middle. Kicks to Idoga. Idoga driving baseline. Stops. Goes up strong and Idoga will finish. Idoga giving Rivers Hoopers a 1-point lead with under 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Intense game, intense battle. Victor Evans gets to the middle, stops, back to Ryan. Ryan to Oliver. Oliver goes to the middle. Oliver can't finish. Last touch, Hoopers. The ref will say Chiefs ball. Oliver needs to do a better job for Gboko City Chiefs to get himself in the game. And Karim gets back on the floor, and Ryan will sit. Antilo steps in for Isaiah. Isaiah in pains. Isaiah, who had a tweak of ankle. Coinsola sidestep. Coinsola goes up. Oh, in and out. Chinedu can't get the rebound. Peter Semeka gets the ball. And now the sixth man, Victor Sunday, drives to the middle, kicks back to Amayu. Amayu being guarded by the captain, Chinedu. Amayu gets to the middle, goes up, draws the foul, can't finish. And you can see Chinedu complaining that wasn't the foul, but the ref thought otherwise. And now Amayu on the free throw line for Rivers Hoopers. And again, Isaiah back on the floor as Tilo will sit. Isaiah Williams refusing to back down, in pains, but still on the floor for Rivers Hoopers. A fight Isaiah Williams wants to finish. Bochi steps to the table looking to get into the game. Karim Joseph bringing the ball down for Gboko City Chiefs. Karim drives to Chinedu, lost the ball. And now Idoga pushing the ball down. Isaiah wants the ball. Isaiah shoots. Missing. Last touch, Hoopers. And a technical foul has been called on Idoga as he was arguing with the referee about possession. The referee for the game, Boniface, Franklin Boniface, calls technical foul on Johnny Walker, Idoga. The referees for this game, the crew chief, Lai Alim, Afolabi Ikuku, and Franklin Boniface. These are your three referees for the game. And Victor Evans connects on the technical free throw to cut the lead to 1 under 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Victor Evans bringing the ball down, being guarded by Amayu. Evans gets to the middle, goes up, can't connect. Amayo with the rebound. Amayo pushing the ball down. Energy. Amayo gets to the middle, goes up. Amayo will score. And the lead is up to 3. Under 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Evans gets a screen by Prosper, almost lost the ball. Lost the ball. And now players scrambling on the ball. And the referee, Afolabi, will call jump ball. And you can feel the energy from the crowd. Every bucket, the crowd screaming, cheering for their home team, the back-to-back champions. And now, Paul will step in for Victor Evans. Four minutes left on the clock in the third quarter. The scoreline, Rivers Hoopers 42. Gboko City Chiefs 39. is the Final Four, brought to you by One Sport TV. One Sport TV, bringing the action closer to you. Our broadcast sponsor, Dam Foundation. Dam Foundation will be hosting the championship later in December. Dam Foundation promises to deliver one of the best championships so far in 2025. Buchi on the floor for Rivers Hoopers, gets the ball to Isaiah. Isaiah pump fake, passes back to Buchi, and Buchi will connect on the two. A good two-man game between Isaiah Williams and Buchi to give Hoopers a 5-point lead with under 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Karim Joseph bringing the ball down for Gboko City Chiefs. Prosper on the floor for Gboko City Chiefs. Oliver gets the ball to Prosper in the middle. Prosper drives, and Prosper will connect. And the lead is down to 3. 3 minutes left on the clock. Isaiah stops, shoots. Can't connect. Karim with the rebound. Karim wants a screen. Karim gets a screen. Karim back to Koinsola. Koinsola gets to the middle. Pump fake. Turns, goes up, missing. Amaya with the rebound. Gets the ball to Idoga Johnny Walker. Amaya wants the ball on the other end. Malik in the middle. You can see the Chiefs player swamping. Amaya in the corner. Shoot. Prosper with the rebound. Koinsola on the other end. Pushing the ball down. Gets to the middle. Goes up. No foul call. Amayo drives. And Amayo will score. And the lead is back to 5. Another technical foul on Coach Alex. Coach Alex was complaining about the drive by Koinsola. And now you can see Coach Alex. Coach Alex is not happy about the no call on Koinsola, who drove, made contact. The referee said no call. And now you can see Coach Alex visibly angry. And a technical foul is scored as Isaiah Williams will step to the free throw line. Isaiah connects, and still Coach Alex on the floor is visibly angry. And the lead is back to 5 with 2 minutes left on the clock. Every time these two teams battles, you can feel the energy. It's always a battle between Rivers Hoopers and Gboko City Chiefs. And you can even see the general manager of Rivers Hoopers on the floor trying to calm things down. Good job by the general manager. And game action resumes. Koinsola on the floor, looking to inbound. 2 minutes left on the clock here in the third quarter. The lead is up to 6. Rivers Hoopers 47. Gboko City Chiefs 41. Karim Joseph bringing the ball down. Gets the ball to Prosper. Prosper to Oliver. Oliver turns, shoots, missing. Buchi with the rebound. Buchi trying to find Malik. Buchi was fouled. Isaiah calling his players together, telling them to keep their head in the game. Isaiah bringing the ball down for Rivers Hoopers. Isaiah is being guarded by Karim Joseph. Karim swamping Isaiah. Buchi turns, gets the ball to Malik. Musti gets the ball in the corner. Musti pump fake, Musti shoot, missing. Buchu with the rebound, goes back up and Buchu will score. And the lead is up to 8. Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Rivers Hoopers holding on to an 8-point lead. And now Tilo looking to get in the game for Rivers Hoopers. Daramola looking to get in the game as Paul Dibar draws the foul. And Coach Alex, we want to talk things out. Timeout, Gboko City Chiefs.
Kato, City Chiefs need to throw Abel back on the floor. You have a lot of, like I said, you can't play 40 minutes of basketball just driving into the paint. You need someone to spread the floor. You need someone to spread the floor. With Evans on the floor, you need an Abel on the floor too. Evans and Karim can work it out for Abel to have a couple of shots. You need to shoot this ball. You can't have Oliver shooting that kind of ball from there. Oliver should go in and get the rebound. Chinedu should go in and get the rebound. Let Abel shoot the ball. Work out something for your shooters to come in. First offense you come, you can take a drive. The second one, shoot the ball. The third one, like that, you have to alternate it. But coming down and trying to drive the ball through the paint every time is not going to work. That's the only way City Chiefs can get back into this game.
Coming out of the timeout, the scoreline, Rivers Hoopers 49, Gboko City Chiefs 41. Habib, it's good to have you back here with me. Victor Evans will look to inbound. Gets the ball to Karim. Karim is being guarded by Mustafa Oyebanji. Karim gets to the middle, goes up, met Malik, and the foul is scored. Karim will head to the free throw line. 1 minute left on the clock here in the third quarter. Karim Joseph heads to the free throw line. Karim connects on the first free throw. Connects on the second. And the lead has been called to 6. 1 minute left on the clock. Victor Sunday, Tilo, bringing the ball down. Gets the ball to Malik. Daramala on the floor for Rivers Hoopers. Daramala gets to the middle. Kicks to Victor Sunday in the corner. Sunday shoot, missing. Rebound, Paul Dibar. And now, Karim bringing the ball down. Victor goes up. Shoots, missing. Prosper with the rebound. Prosper, back to Karim. Karim shot fake. Turns. Karim shoots. Connects on the 2. And the lead has been called to 4 with 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Victor Sunday on the ball for Rivers Hoopers. 15 seconds. Malik with the screen. 9 seconds. Victor lost the ball to Victor Evans. Evans drives. And Evans is fouled. With 2 seconds left on the clock, here in the third quarter, the scoreline, Rivers Hoopers 49, Gboko City Chiefs 45, as Victor Evans will head to the free throw line with a chance to cut it to 2.
Now, Gboko City Chiefs will go to the line with a chance for 2 points. And it was as a result of the ball that Evans shot. Prosper got an offensive rebound. they had the run, they had the defensive stop. Now they are going to the free throw line. At some point, you know, you need to realize the fact that you need to spread the floor, shoot the ball, and looking at the size of real hoopers on the floor, Rivers hoopers on the floor, you can see that. I mean, the sizes are balanced on both teams, so both teams can you know, both teams can get the rebounds either way, you know. So, and I think that's a good one for City Chiefs to end the quarter, but Evans needs to score the second one since he has missed the first one.
The last time these two teams met, overtime, as Victor Evans connects on the free throw, 2.3 seconds left. Malik goes up from half court. No. The scoreline as we come to the end of the third quarter, Rivers Hoopers 49, Gboko City Chiefs 46.
Victor Koko has not played. Okiki is not a good day in the office for him. But nevertheless, you can't rule these guys out. You can't rule these guys out. They understand they are professionals. They know when it's not their day. They can come back on tomorrow. So, like I said, this is Final Four. You cannot overlook anybody. You have to pay attention to every details in the game.
Peter Olisameka, Okiki. Okiki is still finding his way in the game. Victor pushing the ball down. Victor gets the ball to Karim. Karim back to Victor. Let's look at the players on the floor for Rivers Hoopers. Okiki, Buchi, Daramola, Amayu. Daramola drives, goes up, scores. Daramola attacking the paint with fire in his eyes and scores to give Hoopers a 5-point lead to start the fourth quarter. Both teams fighting. An unsportsmanlike foul is being called. An unsportsmanlike foul is called on A double foul is scored. A foul is scored on Okiki and a foul is scored on Karim Joseph. But an unsportsmanlike foul is scored on Karim Joseph. Hoopers led as many as 8 points in the game. A good response by Gboko City Chiefs to cut the lead to 3. And now the lead is back to 5 with Okiki on the line. Okiki scores his first point of the game to give Hoopers a 6-point lead with 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
The City Chiefs needs to worry about protecting the paint more. Hoopers don't have shooters on the floor. On the other hand, the Hoopers need to worry about City Chiefs running. They have guys that can run the floor. So both teams have to take care of that part of their defense.
Daramola looking to drive. An aggressive player. Amayu, set, shoots. Missing. Okiki with the rebound. Okiki gets the ball to Peter Olisameka. Olisameka goes up. No, sorry. Buchi goes up missing. Olisameka will score for Gboko City, for Rivers Hoopers. Intense game. Intense battle. Victor Evans. Victor will shoot. Missing. Olisameka with the rebound. Out to Daramola, who's pushing the ball down. Gets the ball to Amayo. Amayo drives. Goes up. Met Paul. And Amayo will head to the free throw line. And the coach, Coach Alex Ujo of Gboko City Chiefs, is angry about the call. Hoopers with an 8-point lead and Amayo on the free throw line.
City Chiefs need to take care of the ball. They need to take care of the ball more. They need to go into their plays on the offensive end of the ball. They're losing the ball too quickly, and Rivers Hoopers are pulling away gradually. This is an 8-point lead for Real Hoopers right now. Gboko City Chiefs needs to take care of the ball and go into their plays on the offensive end of the floor.
Amayo missing the first free throw. Connects on the second free throw. And the captain, Chinedu. Chinedu has 6 points so far for Gboko City Chiefs. He's back on the floor for Oliver. Chinedu bringing the ball down for Gboko City Chiefs. Gets the ball to Paul. Paul turns the corner, drives to the middle, kicks to Karim Joseph. Karim shoots, missing. Prosper with the offensive rebound. Prosper goes up, is blocked by Buchi. And Amayo on the other end drives. Amayo is blocked by Paul Dibar. Amayo felt he was fouled. The referee saw a block. And Rivers Hoopers with a 9-point lead. It's under 8 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Okiki will look to inbound. Okiki gets the ball to Buchi. The ball into the hands of Daramora. Dara drives, gets the ball to Olisameka, who dunk it to give Rivers Hoopers an 11-point lead. Victor. Okiki defending Prosper. A miss by Chinedu. And players scrambling for the ball. Paul was fouled. Okiki on the floor. Okiki in pains. Tough game. Tough matchup. Two powerhouses. Rivers Hoopers, the back-to-back champions, fighting to defend their home floor. Gboko City Chiefs still yet to find a win against Rivers Hoopers in 3 seasons.
The game is gradually going out of reach for Gboko City Chiefs. You know, in a game like this, the best thing to do when you come into a fourth quarter is to set up a very simple play, a high pick and roll, very high pick and roll, close to the center court, where you have to drag some of the bigs outside. If you notice, the Rivers Hoopers are protecting the paint very well. They blitz every screen that the City Chiefs, the pick and roll that they're doing, they blitz it such that they have to crowd the point guard. If you notice, most of their turnovers has been as a result of the point guard holding on to the ball for so long. Do you understand? So what you want to do is to spread the floor, set a high pick and roll so that you can see the floor wide open. Any help that comes from any angle, that's a kick out to the shooter in the corner. Then you rotate the ball more. That way you're going to have Rivers Hoopers respect your offense. They're going to sit in the zone. Then you have time to go to your plays. But if you want to make it so difficult and complicated, that's when you start getting those kind of turnovers and steals that Okiki has made on 2 or 3 of the point guards. Okiki has been the one leading the defensive charge for Rivers Hoopers now because the point guards keep holding on to the ball. They're looking for those difficult passes. Keep it simple, spread the floor, set a high pick and roll, get a mismatch with a big man, then you can take the man one-on-one to the basket. When the help comes, you kick out to the side.
Coming out of the timeout, Prosper on the floor for Gboko City Chiefs. Ball the bar, being guided by Okiki. Ball goes up, connects on the 3. And Paul cuts the lead to 8 with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Daramola drives, met Prosper, blocked by Prosper. Karim pushing the ball down, gets the ball to Paul. Paul gets to the middle, is blocked by Bucci. Back to Karim. Karim gets a screen by Chinedu. Stops, shoots, missing. Daramola with the rebound. And Daramola pushing the ball down. Gets to the middle. Find Amayo. Amayo goes back up. Amayo missing. Victor Evans with the rebound. Victor gets the ball to Karim. Back to Victor. And Victor was trying to find Chinedu. Almost lost the ball, but the ball went off Rivers Hoopers. So Chiefs will keep possession. Paul the bar, turns, shoots, connects on another 3. Paul fighting to will his team back in the game. And it's a 6-point game with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Paul looking like an animal, possessed on the floor right now for Gboko City Chiefs. Okiki.
Paul, who is one of the best mid-range shooter in the country, has adjusted the game to shooting the 3s now. He understands that with the length that Rivers Hoopers have, he's going to have the chance to have the pull-up in the middle right there because it's going to be a contested shot. Now, as you can see, Paul has had 3 back-to-back 3s. I told you, when you see a smart player, you know he has adjusted to the game, he has adjusted to what the defense has given him. Now he's playing better basketball as against forcing it.
And Paul has 19 points in the game so far for Gboko City Chiefs. Amayo being guarded by the captain, Chinedu. Amayo goes up, missing. Olisameka with the rebound. Both teams fighting. But right now, Gboko City Chiefs has to do a better job of securing their rebounds.
You can see they're going small, they're playing small. Prosper, who is supposed to be their biggest man, is even not as tall as Amayo. You understand? But so they are doing a very great job by 5-man rebounding approach. You can see Evans was the one that contested the rebound with Olisameka. He has to score that. You know, you don't need to deviate. Just go on the straight line. You will get to the basket quicker that way. Good job.
And now the lead is down to 4 with 5 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock in the fourth quarter. Gboko City Chiefs fought their way back in this one. They were down as many as 11 points. Another turnover. On the other end is Paul. Paul goes up, and Paul with donkey. And Coach Ogo Dowdy will call time as the lead is down to 2 with 5 minutes left on the clock.
Kato, what the City Chiefs just did now is that they set up a 1-3-1 defense, more like a 1-3-1 or 1-2-2 zone defense. and that way they have gotten 2 steals of River City Chiefs. So what happens is that when somebody tries to force his way down into the paint, I don't know why the Rivers Super didn't realize that they were playing on the zone. They were still trying to force their drive into the paint. You can see the steal, the tap from behind, the steal, which is leading to 2 fast break points now, which is 4 points, and the lead has been cut down to 2 points. Good job.
When these teams met last, the game went into overtime, and with 5 minutes left on the clock, Gboko City Chiefs has fought their way back, being down 11 points in the 4th quarter.
A very good tactical move by the Gboko City Chiefs coach Alex. What happens is that they take them man on man from the full court. As soon as they get onto the half court, they switch into a 1-2 or 1-3 zone, and that's what has worked for them so far.
Yeah, he calls that the zoom press. Coach Alex calls that the zoom press. So he flashes the zoom, he flashes the press to you, and then falls back. So now they are switching between. They're looking like they're playing man, but now they fall back into the zone to disrupt the rhythm of the River Supers. Good tactics by the coach Alex Ujo for Gboko City Chiefs, but a better job by Paul Dubar, who fought his way back.
Paul has been very, very terrific. Paul has been very, very critical to this Gboko City Chiefs side. I hope he keeps his head. I hope they stay together as a team, and let's see how this will end. You can see Chinedu trying to coordinate the zone defense, right? You can see what they have set up right now. So they want you to send the ball to the corner where they have the trap on the 1-3-1. That's a foul on Evans. You don't do that. Now, as you can also see, you see that Rivers Super has made an adjustment on their offense. So they're going to clear out one side for Tilo to come in. Then they're probably going to be a crack back on the top. So that way they're going to collapse City Chiefs to one corner, then a crack back will come right all the way from the top from the other side for a shot or a drive.
And now Chiefs have possession with a chance to tie or lead. A 2, we tie the game. A 3, we give Gboko City Chiefs a 1-point lead with under 5 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. Ball will look to inbound. And now Mustafa Oyebanji gets on the floor for Idoga. Karim bringing down the ball. Paul sprinting down. Chinedu has the ball. And now they get the ball to Paul. Paul looking to get to the middle. Paul. Good defense by Daramola, who is aggressive on Paul.
Paul needs to avoid Daramola. You need to avoid Daramola. You need to recognize that that's one of the best on the ball defender on the floor. So when he's the one guarding, it's either you call for a pick and roll so that you can get a switch, or you swing the ball the other way. You have to avoid Daramola by all means. You can see because of what Paul has been doing, the damage he has been doing, Daramola has been asked to take up that defensive assignment to slow him down.
And unsportsmanlike foul is scored on Victor Evans. Victor Evans was trying to get to the middle but was stopped by Victor Sunday Tilo. And now the result is an unsportsmanlike foul. And Tilo will head to the free throw line.
Kato, these things are very simple. When the time is winding down in that manner, Prosper needs to clear the free throw line. Everybody needs to go 4 flat, leaving only Evans on the top. If Prosper's man stays, then that's a dump pass for Prosper under the basket for a layup. But obviously, as expected, his man is going to follow him down to the paint. Then Evans can do whatever he has to do there. He has the skill to take his man one-on-one. But you don't need a Prosper or a Chinedu to crowd the free throw line where he's having difficulty, and that's what has led to this turnover.
I think, Habib, I see why the Lagos Legends are doing a good job and why they have you on their coaching staff, because you just broke down that play excellently well. Back to the game, we have Musti goes up, in and out of the rim, but Peter Letemeka will tip it back in. And the lead is up to 5. 4 minutes left. Energy swinging. You can feel the crowd. Karim gets to the middle, gets to Chinedu. Chinedu goes up, connects on the 2. And the lead has been cut to 3. Under 4 to play. Daramala drives, goes up, missing. Prosper with the rebound. Gets the ball to Paul. Paul. Good defense by Rivers Hoopers. Karim. Chinedu. Chinedu goes up missing.
Chinedu, you can't do that. You just hit a jumper now. That should be a jumper. You just hit a jumper in the corner. When the time is counting down, just hit a jumper and that's it. Now it's a turnover.
3 minutes left on the clock here in the 4th quarter. Victor Sunday on the ball, being guarded by Victor Evans. Daramala gets the ball to the middle to Bucci. Bucci back to Daramala. Daramala will shoot. Missing. Shot clock violation. The bucket won't count.
City Chiefs should get a timeout. If they don't want to change any of these guys on the floor right now, they should get a timeout and give them some rest. They are tired, they are dragging on defense, because I understand that these 5 are connecting very well. They have the chemistry. Give them a timeout, give them a breather, then they go back in again. I understand the sentiment behind leaving them on the floor, but they're tired. They need to go and get a rest.
Victor Evans bringing down the ball. Under 3 to play in the 4th quarter. City Chiefs looking to tie the game with a 3. A 2 will cut the game down. Good play by Evans to Prosper. Prosper lost the ball. Sunday drive. Sunday. Ball back to Bucci. Bucci to Amayo. Amayo said calm down. Mostly pumps fake. Back to Sunday Tilo. Sunday stops, shoots, connects on the 2. And the crowd goes wild. And the lead is up to 5. Chinedu, pump fake, goes off, draws the foul. Another unsportsmanlike foul has been called. We've had about 4 unsportsmanlike fouls in the game. And now you can see the captain Chinedu exchanging war with Peter Olisameka.
Chinedu needs to concentrate on scoring the basket and getting an and one. That's supposed to be an and one. He should forget all these theatrics. Just concentrate on scoring the basket and getting an and one and putting your team across the line. That's supposed to be a basket. Come on, Chinedu, come on.
Chinedu heads to the free throw line to shoot the unsportsmanlike foul. And Gboko City Chiefs will keep possession. 2 minutes left on the clock. The captain, Chinedu Chimbao, on the free throw line. The captain misses the first free throw. The captain connects on the second. And the lead is down to 4, the clock. 2 minutes of game action. The scoreline, Rivers Hoopers 62, Gboko City Chiefs 58. Paul. Karim. Good defense by Sunday Tilo. John ball called. Under 2 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. City Chiefs looking to fight their way back into this one.
Gboko City Chiefs right now, they need to set up a pin down for whoever Olisameka is guarding. Whoever Olisameka is guarding needs to go and set a pin down for a shooter on the corner while the ball is on the opposite side. A pin down from the baseline. If the shooter pops out to the 3-point line, that's going to force Olisameka to come all the way to the top. That can be a one-on-one or a shot if he doesn't recover quickly. They need to keep it simple right now. Set the pin down on one side, get the ball from the opposite side. However, you can do a DH on the other side, but the pin down from here, forcing Olisemeka to chase the ball to the three-pointer line. That will clear the paint for a drive, for a ball, or for whoever can take the ball to the hoop or shoot a three.
Right now, it's about who wants it more. Both players on the floor look tired, but they are fighting. Victor Sunday. Sunday swings to Mustafa Oyebanji. Musti drives to the middle, goes up, missing. Paul with the rebound. Prosper lost the ball, and Hoopers will keep possession. 1 minute left on the clock. 1 minute left on the game clock. The scoreline, Rivers Hoopers 62. Olisemeka drives, and Olisemeka will score to give Hoopers a 6-point lead. Prosper drives. Prosper met Peter Olisemeka, and the result is a block out.
Evans, you only give the ball to Prosper if he's 1 or 2 inches away from the basket. Avoid giving him the ball in the middle of the court on open run.
Right now, Gboko City Chiefs look mentally exhausted. Ball goes up, missing. Chinedu swings to Evans. Evans shoots, connects on the 3. 42 seconds left on the clock, and the lead has been cut to 3. .42 seconds left on the game clock. A dagger 3 by Victor Evans to cut the lead to 3. And Coach Ogo will call time.
Because I know Ogo is going to come up with a play that might, even me, I have to look at it very well and like, okay, take something away from his play. So I'm going to talk about City Chiefs right now. What I would expect City Chiefs to do now is get everybody right on the baseline. Have the defender chasing people up to the three-pointer line. But if you crowd the free throw line, if you crowd the middle of the court, that's going to be very difficult to get your shooters to be free and face the basket for a shot. Get everybody to the free throw line, to the baseline, get them popping to the top, get a ball. If he doesn't get a shot, another person pops on the other side, everybody down to the free throw line. To the baseline, sorry. Leave the court open as wide as possible, leave it as wide as possible, as open as possible, so that you can move the ball quicker, you can move it faster, and your shooters can have good looks at the ring.
Let's look at the players on the floor to end the game for Hoopers with 42 seconds. Mustafa Oyebanji, Kelvin Amayo, Buchi, Victor Sondatilo, Olisemeka. On the floor for Gboko City Chiefs, Karim Joseph, Victor Evans, Paul Dibar, Ebel Fia on the floor.
That is the man for the moment. He knows how to play this kind of game. Let's look out for Abel, people. Let's look out for Abel. That's a good hustle play by Paul.
City Chiefs are pressing. But City Chiefs have to be careful. They are over the limit. City Chiefs are over the limit, so they have to be careful. If they play aggressive and they get a foul, Rivers Hoopers will shoot on the other end.
He needs to watch out for Olisemeka. He's going to run. Olisemeka is going to run. He doesn't have to go pressing with them. Chinedu needs to sit back like a quarterback and watch anybody trying to run at their ring. But they have to play very good half-court defense.
Are we going to see another overtime in this one? 41 seconds left on the clock.
Very possible, Kato. It's very possible.
How disciplined is Gboko City Chiefs right now? Buchi gets the ball to Olisemeka. 33 seconds left on the clock.
Go foul. They shouldn't foul. Go foul.
9 seconds. Olisemeka goes up. No. And now Oyebanji goes up, missing. A good pass by Kelvin Amayo to find Tilo, who was under the bucket on the other end. Paul goes up, missing. 5 seconds. 2 seconds. Game over. Rivers Hoopers wins. A thriller here in the city of Port Harcourt. What a game. And now you can see Coach Alex fighting the security guys on the floor. It's been a tough game. It's been a tough game. But Rivers Hoopers with a victory. The scoreline, Rivers Hoopers 66, Gboko City Chiefs 61.
Kato, the game was lost on the last rebound. City Chiefs should have gotten the defensive rebound, and that would have led to an overtime. They lost it on the last rebound. I think at some point Karim Joseph thought there was a whistle, so he didn't really go for the rebound, and that was where he hurt them.
It was a fantastic game here in the city of Port Harcourt, and One Sport TV was proud to bring you all the action. Day one of the Final Four began with Lagos Legends and Nigerian Customs, with Lagos Legends defeating Nigerian Customs. The second game of the Final Four was between Rivers Hoopers and Gboko City Chiefs, with Hoopers winning again on their home floor. And we will be back tomorrow to bring you actions from the Final Four. Until then, thank you so much for staying with us. I am Kato, and over to Habib.
Thank you, Kato. Thank you for having me. That was a very interesting game. Hoping to see another interesting game tomorrow, right here in the city of Port Harcourt. Thank you so very much, and bye for now.